All right, week 13 in the books. Pretty depressed slash mad right now. I'm just dubbing this one the letdown game because the coin let us down, the offensive line let us down, Trevor Moehrig let us down, the fucking refs let us down, our playing calling let us down. I can't think. I mean, Zay Jones let us down. I can't think of a single positive right now in this moment about that game. I just can't. We got fucked by the refs. We got fucked by our own play calling. We got fucked by each other, even. Game was just a shit show from the start to the end. Even when our offense was doing well, it still wasn't good, if that makes sense. It was a fucking shit show, man. It was terrible. It was awful. I'm looking at my notes. I don't have another fucking single. This is another week of not having a single line of good notes. And like no one wants it to fucking be this way. Like no one does. And this is a game we had more total yards, we had more passing yards, we had more yards per play technically. And it just ugh. I mean, that's what it fucking felt like. It was ugh. The offensive line played fucking god awful again, especially in the run. Our only like decent wide receiver option is Renfrow because we don't use Jackson enough, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's like an age thing or he's still not familiar with the playbook. But our entire offense before the Ruggs thing was predicated on basically just letting him run in a straight fucking line and throwing it up every now and then. It was those explosive plays. He's not on the team, so we bring in Deshaun Jackson, pretty much the best person replacement we could have. And he's not out there enough. Like I said, I don't know if it's an age thing or him not knowing the playbook or whose call it is. But I don't even think we throw it deep to him once this fucking game. And like we've made our deep target Zay Jones for some reason. He's usually okay at best. Like he's good for maybe a catch or two a fucking game. But he let us down huge today. And he had like 3 or 4 dropped passes in fucking total. 2 on the last drive, and even including the Hail Mary, even though that one, even if he caught it, it wouldn't have mattered because he wasn't in the end zone. But I mean, still, that the last throw we fucking had to him. I mean, that was not an easy catch to make, but it hit him in the chest, the hands, and some of the helmet simultaneously, and he still couldn't fucking catch it. It's just fucking sad. It's fucking awful to watch. And I guess let's stick with the offense here for a second. I can't fucking wait until Greg Olsen is gone. I think this is going to be a consistent thing I fucking say until he's gone. And the only future thing I'm going to say about him, if whichever team hires him, if he's an offensive coordinator ever again, if Greg Olsen is ever an offensive coordinator for any NFL team, I immediately know that that staff is fucking dog shit. Like, I immediately know they're not good at hiring people. I'm not going to go back and look through his fucking history. I don't fucking care. I just know his 2 stints as the play caller for the Raiders have been god fucking awful. I don't understand the decision. I think it was like at the end of the second quarter or maybe the end of the first. I can't remember off the top of my head. But we had like a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 5, and he calls like a fucking screen, a check down, like again. Almost every first play we have coming, like usually our opening drive on either the first or second half, like usually when we first get the ball, it's just a run up the middle. It's so fucking basic. It's just shit. It is just shit. And I understand with Waller out, our offense took another huge hit. But motherfucker, man, Foster Moreau is good. He really is fucking good. We just, I mean, we just don't utilize him enough. We don't utilize Jackson enough. And I don't know if it's like a confidence thing with Carr and Jackson, but whatever the fuck it is, like they need to get over it or they need to get with it. They need to get on the same page. And I'm just looking at this fucking loss right now, and like the season, it's basically over with. We're in a hole now, and like we're officially at the point to where we could win out, and we could still technically, our backs would really be against the wall of still getting in the playoffs. So we're at the point where it's like we have to get to as close as winning out as we can, and we have to rely on other teams like, losing and shit. So it's all fucked up. Let's switch gears to the defense. I am inching closer and closer to not wanting Gus Bradley back at all next year. He's just not, I don't know how to say it. He runs the cover 3 scheme, which is meant to be an easy defense. There's not much to it. You're just letting your players play fast. There's not much to it. And our guys still don't fucking understand. They're always confused. The communication is always fucking awful no matter who's out there. And I've never seen it before. I take that back. I've seen it tons of times before. I'm a fucking Raiders fan. The way to beat this fucking defense is to just throw check down passes. Anything that doesn't go beyond 5 yards goes for 10 yards. I don't know, and it's not because we can't tackle. Like, we do a decent job at tackling. We just don't get the first hit until the guy's crossed 7 yards in total. Like, they get a full head of steam before anyone's even running at them, basically. It's fucking irritating to watch. And let me skip back to the offense real quick, because I forgot about this line I had in here with this. Our running offensive line is some of the worst I've fucking seen as a Raiders fan. And we all know that means something, especially for the people who remember, like, Khalif Barnes and shit. When we truly had a terrible offensive line, this one has the makings of that one. I think the only good offensive lineman we have is Colton Miller. Like, Andre James isn't terrible, but he's not good. Simpson, not good. Leatherwood, not fucking good. Brandon Parker, not fucking good. Like, at most, besides Colton, you can just say they're okay some days. Our run game is non-existent, especially when our offense, like, at the start of the season, and even last season, under Gruden, or this playbook, which is Gruden's, our offense was supposed to be best run and utilized under, like, the jumbo offense, where it's, we had Darren Waller and Foster Moreau with Alec Ingold and Josh Jacobs in the backfield. And then you'd have fucking Renfrow or Edwards and then Ruggs on the other side, right? And you have to be able to run the ball somewhat well in that formation, and we fucking have it. And ever since now, Ruggs is gone, so the deep threat is very lessened than what it was. Ingles hurt for the year, so he's gone. Waller's hurt, so, he's not gone for the year, but he's just hurt. He's not in there. And then the offensive line can't run block worth a fuck. Now, they're decent at pass blocking, but they cannot run block worth a shit. And you don't know, and I don't know why. Cable historically has been a fucking shit offensive line coach, but he's been decent with us, so it sucks to see it now. But let's hop back to the fucking defense here. That roughing the passing call on Crosby was horseshit. Everyone's saying it's horseshit. You don't see a single person saying it's not horseshit. And then you have, I think we had 2 or 3 interception drops by the defensive backs in this game. Now, I know we finally got, we got one, which is awesome. But I mean, I know for a fact Morig dropped that one on the last drive that won in the game, which was sucks to see because that's you have to pick that off. You have to. And think Hayward had one that he missed too, and it fucking hurts to see, man. Because you mean we lose by fucking 2. The offense is playing like shit. I mean, and I know this is an easy thing to point to, but I also hate the fact that when people are like, "Oh, they didn't score 30 points so they lost again," which is kind of like a no shit thing. Like there's going to be a lot of people pointing that out where they're like, in all of our losses this year, we've scored less than like 16 or 17 points. Like that's not no shit, pal. Like that's just what fucking happens. I'm already ready for that fucking take by everyone this week. Really, I am. That's going to be the most obvious one. Like, it's when the offense isn't scoring points, we're losing a lot this year. But when we score more than 30, we win. Like, no fucking shit, man. I'm tired of seeing that one, and I haven't even seen it yet this week. I guess we'll just fucking get into the goddamn. I mean, the refs fucked us huge. Consistently fucked us, which is impressive. The roughing the passing call, fucking terrible. There was like at least 2 moments off the top of my head where we called a timeout and they just completely fucking ignored it. And then even on like the final play, where like Carr called a timeout with 13 seconds left, and the refs were like, "Oh, there was still 10 seconds left on." Like they let it run down to like 6, and they're like, "Oh, you called a timeout?" He called it at 10 when it clearly said 13 on the screen. Fucking morons the refs were today. Absolute fucking morons. They gave us like 1 call today in our favor. That was it. The rest were fucking trash. And I'm looking at the stats. We were 2 for 8 on 3rd down. We didn't get the 2-point conversion. Like, it was just fucking terrible. I can't wait for Mr. Pistachio to be gone. He runs a terrible fucking team, honestly. It's just, like the lows are, like, the way I would describe it, he's going to have his highs, and he has had his highs, and he's going to have his lows. Like, every team, every coach, every player. Like, it happens every week. His highs aren't that fucking high. Like, they're really not. But his lows are fucking low. It's dog shit fucking performances. We just played the motherfucking football team on a shortened week for them and a lengthened week for us, and we came out like that. We came out lethargic and just looking lost, and they came out energized and ready to play when they had to fucking travel to the West Coast. It makes no fucking sense, man. I fucking hate him. I don't like him. I can't wait for him to be gone. I can't wait for Olsen to be fucking gone. At this point, I can't wait for Cable to be fucking gone. And I'm inching closer to not to wanting Bradley to be fucking gone too, because I would say for the past, like, I don't know, 3-4 games maybe, it's just been fucking. It just feels like most of the guys haven't even been putting in 100% effort. They're fucking lost out there in what is supposed to be an easy scheme. The communication is terrible. And once again, this could not be on the players. This could be on the coaching staff, or it could not be on the coaching staff, and it could be on the players. Who knows? But either way, someone's fucking up, and it's got to start somewhere, and you usually start with the fucking top and work your way down. So, I mean, that's just where my head's at it. Fuck, I mean, because we're going to. Anyone who thinks that this staff and team at large is going to stay together next year is fucking lost. Now, I'm not saying, it'll be a major turnover rebuild. But the staff, most of the staff at least, is fucking gone. I don't foresee us re-signing a lot of fucking players. And it sucks because we're probably not going to keep Jackson after this year, and that's solely on us because we won't fucking use him. We brought him in to be a replacement, but we won't fucking use him correctly. We don't throw him the goddamn ball enough. It's just idiotic. It's fucking moronic. And the thing that sucks too is that if we had to play us every week, we'd be so fucking golden. I don't like the tail of this season, man, is fucking. It has its ups, it has its downs. It's fucking. You don't know what to expect every week. One week we could be great, amazing, like literally look like one of the best teams in the league. And then the next fucking week, we come out and we look like this. In fact, that's what happened, really. Now that, like, my brain's finally firing on some cylinders. We beat the Cowboys, not amazingly, but we played fucking good last week. In a nail-biter, just good football team versus good football team fashion, just came down to, overtime, and we won it. But then you come out against this football team who, at best, you can say they're okay. Like, at best, you can say they're average, in my opinion. Some people are going to say they're better than that. Some people are going to say they're worse. I just say that they're okay. They're kind of in the fucking middle right now. They're trending in the right direction, though. So it's not like they're a bad team trending down or a good team trending, down. They're a decent team trending up. But we just played like fucking shit on both sides of the ball, beginning to end, in my fucking opinion. It was terrible. It was awful to watch. It sucks to watch, man. And I hate having a fucking bitch every week. Well, every once in a while you just want to talk about good shit, but you can't. I don't have any fucking notes left. I don't have anything left to say other than, I fucking hope that, let's just look at the schedule real quick. Okay, we're playing the Chiefs now at 1 o'clock next week. So that got flexed out from a Sunday night football game. Great. Okay, so at least it's a 1 o'clock game. It's in Arrowhead, and the Chiefs are looking like the Chiefs again, so we'll probably get our shit pushed in. So that's awesome. Please, please, please give me your takes down below. Shed me some any good light that you have, if you have any. If not, give me your worst. Fuck it. Let's keep this avalanche going of bad news, bad takes, everything. Subscribe if you like it. Like the video if you like it. Exit out of the video if you fucking hate it. Follow me on Twitter. It's the same as my YouTube. It's at Dylan with a Y, UHY. Follow Fat Cave Studio on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on fucking everything. We have good times there, at least. Unlike this fucking team, man. It's just god-awful watching this fucking team. But as fucking always, we will see each other next week. At least it's at 1 o'clock and it's over with early. All right, fellas.